Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. You know the NFL is always full of surprises, but what's brewing right now in the AFC North has Steelers fans buzzing like never before. Rumors are swirling that the Philadelphia Eagles, currently in a bit of a rebuild after a rough 4-4 start in 2025, might be looking to shake things up. And the name at the center of all this speculation: Devonta Smith, the Slim Reaper, the guy who's been making plays all season long. According to some league insiders and reports from trusted sources like Adam Schefter and Diana Rossini, the Eagles might be considering trading Smith to the Steelers for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft. If this move goes down, it could be a game-changer not just for the Steelers, but for the entire AFC North, and potentially for the entire playoff picture. Now let's back up a little and size up what this potential trade could mean. Devonta Smith has been nothing short of spectacular this season. Since the start of 2025, through September 15, he's caught 42 passes for 612 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's leading the Eagles in almost every receiving category with an average of 14. 6 yards per reception and 3 yards per route run according to PFF. That's elite production, especially considering how much attention defenses pay to him. Fans know Smith as a precision route runner with hands like glue, and statistically, he's one of the most efficient receivers in the league. His EPA per target sits at plus 0.45, and his yards after catch average is 6.2 yards, numbers that make him a nightmare for defenses trying to keep him in check. His route running, especially on slants, is second to none, and he's proven to be reliable in contested catches, with a catch rate of 91%. His injury history is minimal, just a minor ankle twist in Week 3, which he bounced back from quickly, racking up 149 yards in Week 5. Honestly, Smith's explosiveness and ability to stretch the field makes him a perfect fit for any offense, and he's only 25 years old, entering his prime. In comparison, other young receivers like DK Metcalf have been making similar waves, but Smith's style of play, precise, surgical, and with a knack for clutch plays, sets him apart. The Eagles, on the other hand, find themselves in a tricky spot. Their cap situation isn't the friendliest right now, with only about $8 million in space after extensions for Jalen Hurts and others, and they're prioritizing their defensive line, especially as Fletcher Cox's contract is expiring. Their defense is ranked 28th in EPA per run, giving up roughly 0. 12 points more per run than average, which is a concern when you're trying to contend. Philly's opting to rebuild with youth, trading away proven offensive talent like Smith in exchange for draft capital. Moves that are seen as risky but potentially necessary for the long-term health of the franchise. They're aiming for a fresh start, but at what cost? The Eagles are currently 1-3 versus NFC East rivals, exposing some vulnerabilities, and their projected record is around 7-10, with Super Bowl odds soaring to plus 15-0. It's clear they're prioritizing the future, but losing a player like Smith might come with some immediate fan backlash, reminiscent of the Seahawks trading DK Metcalf's counterpart in 2022, which initially hurt but eventually paid dividends. So, what does this mean for Pittsburgh? Well, if the Steelers land Devonta Smith, it's a massive boost for their offense. Right now, Pittsburgh's offense has been playing solid, but could use that extra spark on the outside, someone who can truly take the top off defenses. Smith's speed, route running, and hands would make him an instant WR2 alongside George Pickens. With Smith in the fold, the Steelers could project over 100 yards receiving, adding significant explosive plays to their attack. It would also elevate quarterback Kenny Pickett's effectiveness, especially in the deep passing game. Currently, Pickett has a completion percentage of around 68%, but his yards per attempt is just over 7-1 without a true deep threat. With Smith stretching the field and forcing defenses to respect the vertical route, that number could jump, opening up more underneath options and creating mismatches all over the field. The Steelers' defense remains top in the league, allowing only about 18 points per game, and that's a huge reason why they're sitting at an impressive 5-3. An upgraded offense with a dynamic receiver like Smith would give them the kind of balance that wins playoff games, especially in the AFC's competitive landscape. Pittsburgh's run game has already seen a plus 12% efficiency boost thanks to their play-action game, and adding a receiver with Smith's YAC ability, averaging 6.2 yards after the catch, would give defenses even more headaches. Imagine the mismatch potential when Smith's 4.5-second 40-yard dash meets his ability to create separation with a rating of 1.8 in separation metrics. That's the kind of player who can turn a game around with just one catch. And let's talk about the playoff implications. If the Steelers acquire Smith, their Super Bowl odds could see a serious jump, from around +1,200 to +600, making them serious contenders. His precise route running against man coverage, with a success rate of over 82%, combined with his ability to make contested catches, would elevate the Steelers' offense to a whole new level. In cold weather games, which are common in Pittsburgh in late fall and winter, that added firepower could be decisive, increasing their win probability by at least 10%. This move could set the stage for Pittsburgh to become a real contender, especially if their defense continues forcing turnovers, already at 12 takeaways in 2025, and maintains their top-tier ranking. Now, naturally, the Eagles are seeding Smith due to financial constraints and the desire to focus on their defensive line, but that leaves the door open for the Steelers to pounce. With a cap flexible enough at around $15 million, they could absorb the hit and still have room to maneuver in future trade or free agency. The big question is whether the Eagles will actually pull the trigger. If they do, it could be the kind of bold move that shifts the balance of power in the AFC North, with the Steelers gaining a true game-changer at wide receiver, one who can help them reach new heights. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade echoes some of the great deal-making moments in Steelers history, like the 2005 draft spree that set the stage for 2 decades of success. Bringing in Smith would be a similar move, an investment in youth, talent, and future dominance. It's a move that might not only elevate the Steelers' chances this season, but could also be a defining moment for their dynasty aspirations. Imagine a Steelers team with Smith, Pickens, and a balanced attack, plus a stout defense, heading into the playoffs with the momentum and firepower to make a real run. That's the kind of scenario that keeps fans dreaming and rivals up at night. In summary, the potential acquisition of Devonta Smith by the Pittsburgh Steelers is a move that could reshape the entire landscape of the AFC North and beyond. It's a bold decision by the Steelers' front office, aiming to maximize their window of contention while the team is still in its prime. With Smith's skills set and the Steelers' already strong defense, this could be the missing piece that pushes them over the top and back into Super Bowl conversations. Fans should be excited, because this kind of move isn't just about adding talent, it's about building a legacy. And if the Steelers pull it off, we could be talking about a new dynasty in the making. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on the possibility of Devonta Smith wearing the black and gold? Do you think this move would elevate the team to Super Bowl favorite status? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, this is a team built on passion, resilience, and a never-say-die attitude. We've seen the Steelers pull off bold moves before, and this could be another chapter in their storied history. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news, because when it comes to our team, the best is yet to come.